This video will be a look at the film, Lawnmower Man, and my reaction to it. So this falls with the law of fair use. I'm going to interpret some of the symbolism in this movie to explore the hidden meanings and predictive programming behind this movie. So we will begin by reading the words which form the introduction to the film, and keep in mind there is a spoiler alert in case you haven't seen this movie before. And here is the introduction. By the turn of the millennium, a technology known as virtual reality will be in widespread use. It will allow you to enter computer-generated artificial worlds as unlimited as the imagination itself. Its creators foresee millions of positive uses, while others fear it as a new form of mind control. So there is a lot to unpack in that introduction. There is the word artificial, which brings to mind artificial intelligence. And then there is the word mind control, which brings to mind topics like MKUltra and more. And the face visor used to aces this computer-generated virtual reality brings to mind Palmer Luckey, the designer of the Oculus Rift, a virtual reality headset. Another interesting connection here to Palmer Luckey is that his company Anduril is connected to the military-industrial complex in building artificial intelligence weapons. And in the movie, the implication is that they will use the technology towards military applications. And before we go any farther, if you enjoy my content and all of the work I put into in making these videos, then please hit the like, subscribe, and share out this video. Believe it or not, that would help me out tremendously, and that would mean a lot to me. Thank you. Anyway, there is also a lot of religious symbolism in this movie. The main character is named Job, which reflects all of the ordeals he went through. And this clip is a great example of that.
That boy was told to take care of this. He constantly shirks his duties. We can't have these godless little creatures at the altar. It's sacrilege. Job?
This scene establishes the supposed cruelty of God and how those in spiritual power look at those beneath them like insects or pests. And the next scene builds on that premise by showing the priest's cruelty toward Job, who he looks at like an insect beneath him.
In as many weeks he's forgotten his duty to the parish. He brings the wrath of the Lord on himself, just like his namesake. Saw fit to make you a ward of this church, and you must earn your keep. I've tried to teach that stupid mind of yours responsibility since you were 5 years old. Now, which of God's lessons helps you to remember best, Job?
This is a depiction of the Montauk chair. Note the similarity to the chair that Job is placed in for the painful experiment that is done to him.
Yeah.
Experiments with MKUltra torture techniques were also done in the Montauk chair. And the Montauk chair was also linked to things like time travel and opening portals to other dimensions.
Sensation in your hands, but don't panic, it's okay.
Now pay attention to the sigils that they have placed into this movie. This is basically casting spells on the viewers. This is all dark magic and subliminal. And this puts the viewer through the same thing as Job, turning the film and reality into a form of virtual reality. So this spell casting on the viewer also reflects the larger theme of God versus the devil from a Gnostic point of view. Joby sees himself as a liberator of mankind, very similar to how the 13 bloodlines look at Lucifer as a Prometheus archetype. Prometheus suffers through pain for trying to bring enlightenment to mankind. So the whole film, including the black magic sigils, is Lucifer-inspired. And I haven't even touched on the idea of science becoming God, or science versus God. And a lot of people don't know how closely early science pioneers were linked to the occult. So I hope this helps to open your eyes to the truth. And before we get too far ahead of ourselves, this movie began as an interpretation of a Stephen King story before it took the idea in a different direction. In the original story, the Lawnmower Man was a satyr who worshipped Pan. Satyrs are half man, half goat creatures who basically look like the devil. And in this case, the satyr was a gardener. Get it? Gardener, as in the Garden of Eden. And Gerald Gardner, whose last name means gardener, was the one responsible for bringing modern witchcraft back to popularity in the West.
I'm preparing Angelo to present his results to you personally, as you've requested. He's met with incredible success.
Precisely why we feel it's time for you to begin guiding his efforts in a specific direction.
So there is the dystopian reference to Big Brother. And then we turn to another reference to a digital god, as Job confides in a man whose name means angel.
I saw God. I touched God.
And then we have the Prometheus/Lucifer character, symbolically seeking vengeance upon God in his own house. This brings to mind the motives behind Nimrod building the Tower of Babel in order to kill God in his own house and usurp the throne of the Most High.
Who's there? Who is it? Who's there? The church is closed for the night. Come back tomorrow. I'll hear your confession.
All glory to what will be. I've come for your confession.
Joe. I don't want you here tonight, Joe. Leave me alone. Get out of here.
Good Father McKean took in the poor idiot nobody wanted.
What have you done? The devil's taking you.
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned.
You're patient for you.
I have an unclean thoughts before your altar to live.
In hell.
I've used thy name in profane fantasies. I have committed cruel acts of molestation.
So in this passage, Joby mentions a cyber Christ and how he will be part of a hive mind that everyone will be connected to. And this is completely relevant to what is going on right now, which brings to mind all of the visions of the solid-state computer intelligence experienced by John C. Lilly and others in Silicon Valley that would take over the world. And to me, this also explains how science and the rest of this carnal existence is just part of the great delusion to keep people distracted from God.
Job? Job? Jesus Christ. Job. Jesus, come on. Job.
I gave myself a boost, Doctor. Virtual reality is not just a simulation. It's a whole other world, a new electric dimension. A utopia, Doctor. The utopia that men have dreamed of for 1,000 years, and I'll be the conduit.
Job.
You want to create monsters?
You killed 2 people, Job.
Why?
You've got to let me help you.
Help me? I'm going to help you, Dr. Angelo. I'm going to help all of you cleanse this diseased planet. This technology has peeled back a layer to reveal another universe. Virtual reality will grow, just as the telegraph grew to the telephone, as the radio to the TV. It will be everywhere.
You're having delusions, Job. Struggle for reason.
I'm going back to VSI to complete the final stage of my evolution. I'm going to project myself into the mainframe computer pure energy. Once I've entered the neural net, my birth cry will be the sound of every phone on this planet ringing in unison.
Listen to what you're saying. The first sign of psychosis is a Christ complex.
Cyberchrist.
Please listen to me, Job, okay?
I'm sorry you hate what you have created.
This universe is